13, verse 10, where it says in Romans 13, verse 10, it says, your love worketh no evil to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. And of course, as we finished up a couple weeks ago, there's nothing more that can really fulfill the law than to love one another, to love our brothers, to love anybody. Love is the fulfilling of the law. All the laws fulfilled in one word, that thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So when we love those people, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. No matter to love somebody, it will never do them any damage. To show a kind heart to somebody will never do them damage. When we go out and give somebody the gospel, and we're knocking on doors, or we're out on the street, and we're talking to someone at work, when you give that message in love and friendliness and kindness, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. People see that response, that how you're giving to them love, not giving them necessarily a condemnation and saying, hey, you're a really bad God. Hey, you're a terrible person. No, you're showing, hey, you're a sinner, just like me, and you need Jesus. You need to be saved. And love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Anything we can do to fulfill the law, it's just to love one another. Sometimes it's hard, right? This book has so many commandments that could we keep up with them all and list them all? No, we couldn't, but if we just love our neighbor as ourselves, if we love God with all our heart and all our soul, that will take care of everything. It takes care of everything. It's so simple. Even a child will have king. Now, if you turn your Bibles to Matthew chapter 7, verse 12. Matthew chapter 7, verse 12. And it says in Matthew 7, verse 12, it says, therefore, all things whatsoever you would that men should do to you, do ye so to them. Therefore, all things whatsoever you would that men should do to you, do ye so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. So that just to kind of elaborate a little bit more. So when you think about how should we treat other people? Hey, just do to them that you want done to yourself. Treat your brothers and sisters. Treat the people at work. Treat them the way you would want to be treated. And that's part of loving people. Just thinking about that. Sometimes we might have a bad spirit towards somebody, but think about it. How many times have we had bad spirit towards God? How many times have we done things God was not happy with? God had long suffering. He had great mercy on us. We got to have that same mercy on others. Therefore, all things whatsoever you would that men should do to you, do even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. It's just so simple. If we just come away with one thing today from this Bible study, it's just, hey, love people and love God with all your heart and all your soul. Now, moving on to Romans chapter 13, verse 11. Romans chapter 13, verse 11 says, and that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Now, if you can turn your Bibles, as you try to keep a benchmark here in Romans chapter 13. We'll continue to go back there. So always try to, when we do these Bible studies, keep a benchmark in the chapter that we're in. We will flip to some other verses. As you please turn your Bibles to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5. 1 Thessalonians 5:5. And it says in 1 Thessalonians 5:5, it says, you are all children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So when he says in Romans 13, verse 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of night, the armor of light. I'm backtracking. First I want to look at verse 11, where it says that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. And it's saying, verse Thessalonians 5 or 6, it says, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So he says, that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Now the thing is sometimes Christians, sometimes we get a little dozy. Unfortunately, I'm not proud of it. Sometimes we get a little lackadaisical. Sometimes we get a little lukewarm. But it's saying, we gotta realize, that no one is minded. Now it's high time to wake up and say, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. We don't know how close we are to the end. We ought not to sleep as others do. We ought to be ready. We ought to be working. We ought to be doing things. The opposite of sleeping is action. The opposite of sleeping is going out and doing something with Jesus, doing something with Christ. The opposite of sleeping is giving your family members the gospel. The opposite of sleeping is giving your neighbors the gospel. The opposite of sleeping is giving complete strangers the gospel. Because we don't know how close we are to when Jesus is going to come back. We don't know how close we are to when the Antichrist is going to set up his reign of terror on here. And we don't have a lot of time, but while it's day, while we have day, we ought to do something. Now, this concept of day and night, if you can turn your Bibles to John chapter 11. John chapter 11, verse 7. John chapter 11, verse 7. Again, kind of go with this concept of day and night. And of course, in Romans, if we look at it in Romans, where it says, that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Now what he's saying here is the night is far spent, the day is at hand. So it's not nighttime anymore, the day is at hand. The day is at hand. And we're waiting for the day of Christ. We're waiting for Christ to come back. We know the Antichrist is going to come. We know the Antichrist is going to come up and just totally take this world upside down. I mean, we can just see it coming right now. We can see all the stuff being set up. It's just pure wickedness. Mr. Kevin, you've probably seen things get a lot worse since you've been born. I mean, you're the oldest one here today right now. But you've seen probably a major decline in our society. The standards of everything. Now, it says, regarding Jesus, it says, and John 11, verse 7 says, John 11, verse 7 says, then after that saith he unto them, let us go into Judea again, as Jesus taught. His disciples saying to him, Master, the Jews of late sought to stone me, and goest thou thither again? Jesus answered. So he's talking here, now in the previous chapters, the Jews wanted to stone Jesus. Jesus got into the midst of them, and he passed by. They wanted to take his life. The Jews were out to get him. If you read John chapter 8, you see, it says, then took the stones and cast to them. And Jesus himself went in the temple, going through the midst of them, and still passed by. In the previous chapter, they wanted to stone Jesus. They wanted to take him out. And when he says, let us go up to Judea again, that's not to say up to a master. The Jews were late sought to stone him, and goes down thither again, saying, were you crazy? They were going to stone you, and now you want to go back there? See, are you nuts? But look at Jesus' response, he says. Jesus answered, are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he seeth the light of the world. But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth, because there's no light in him. And that's the concept of today. You look at, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. We still have day here. We still have day here in Canada. We still have day here in North America. We still don't have to fear. They're not going to put us in jail for believing in Jesus. They're not going to put us in jail for giving the gospel to people. They're not going to put us in jail probably for going on beyond. They're not going to put us in jail for not going to doors. And even if you go into an apartment building with no trespassing sign, we were really blessed yesterday, because we actually went into an apartment building with no trespassing sign, because guess what? We live there. So there's nothing we can do about that, right? Now, but the bottom line is, there's not much we can do. We still have a day. We can still work. We don't have to fear. And we ought to use that right now more than ever, because things are going to get darker. And as things get darker, you're going to wish, if you didn't do enough, you did more when it was day. It's still day. We have nothing to fear. We have nothing to fear going out and giving people the gospel. Nothing to fear at all. There's nothing they can do except just reject us like they rejected Christ. That's it. That's all. Now, if you turn your Bibles to Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5. try to keep a benchmark, of course, in Romans 13, but Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5. And of course, as we read in verse 12, Romans 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Not only is the night far spent, the day at hand, we got to cast off the works of darkness. As Christians, we ought to cast off the works of darkness, even in as Christians, the darkness that we still have in our lives, the things that we still do wrong. I have a lot of things I do wrong. There's many people that I didn't give the gospel to that I ought to. I praise God. I thank God that I got a chance to knock on doors in my apartment building. Many people that I wanted to give the gospel to and never did. But I finally got that chance yesterday. And to try to make that right, I'm just as guilty as anybody. And that to me is the hardest thing to deal with as a Christian, is in people that I didn't give the gospel to that I should. That to me is the hardest thing for me to deal with, because these people will go to hell. And I stumbled on a video on the internet of some pastor screaming at some guy in his church. It was like some type of rare footage as he was firing, and just the manner to which he did that. As a pastor, as somebody who ought to just do right, even when others do wrong, was not good. We got to cast off the works of darkness. We got to start with ourselves and look at ourselves. Now, of course, we got to put on the armor of light. And as it says in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11, it says, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame to speak of those things which are done in secret. So those works of darkness, that we got to reprove those works of darkness. We got to have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. We don't want to have fellowship with those people who are doing wrong. We don't want to look like we're condoning it. We want to stay far away from that. Now, I also said to you, for it's a shame to speak of those things which are done then in secret. Now, if you turn to, just jump to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. And it says, in Ephesians 6, verse 11, it says, you'll put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Now, and then it says in verse 13, Ephesians 6, verse 13, you can go jump down a couple verses. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that you be able to withstand the evil day, and have done all to stand. Of course, Ephesians chapter 6, the end of it is a great, if you want to memorize the Bible, read Ephesians 6:11 until about the end of the chapter or so, talking about the armor of God. It's talking about all those things, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. We want to put on the whole armor of God against in this spiritual battle that we have. We got to put on that whole armor because we're going to need it. If we're going to be strong Christians, if we're going to be Christians who can do something great in this city, in this life, the time that we have, we got to put on that armor of God, because we're going to have an attack coming against us, against the devil, against all his principalities and powers. We got to put on that armor. I encourage everyone just to look into Ephesians chapter 6. If you ever want to memorize just 10 verses of the Bible, that doesn't memorize that section of Ephesians 6:11 down to 23-24. That is something that'll bless you just to go over that as almost like a prayer on a daily basis to give you great strength. And of course, the saying goes, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Let us put on the armor of light. Now, moving on to verse 13, it says, let us walk honestly as in the days, not riding in drunkenness, not jabbering in wantonness, not strife and envying, but putting on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make not provision to the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Now, if you turn your Bibles to 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3. 1 Peter 4, verse 3. And it says in 1 Peter 4:3, For the time past of our life may suffice us to have walked the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, abominable idolatries. Hey, when we weren't saved, we did some of these, didn't we? I mean, lasciviousness, lust, I mean, that's the whole world. Excess of wine, that's what people do. That's what I was walking down the street. I took a walk in the cold night last night, late, and I heard a bunch of people, what sounded like an excess of wine. Revelings, banquetings, abominable idolatries. But we want to get away from this. We don't want to have anything to do with that. We don't want to be anywhere near people consuming large quantities of alcohol and getting drunk. Brother Gord, you talk about me. I really want to go to a family event because you know they're getting loaded. And I don't want to be at a family event where they're getting loaded either. In fact, I'm not going to be there. No offense. I don't want to be around. I don't want to be around because I used to do that. And the best thing to do, if you're trying to stop doing something you used to do that was a sin, and let's face it, we all know that we can fall back. We looked at Donnie Romano, the sermon I had weeks ago. He fell back into doing the things that he did. So if you don't want to fall back into smoking, you don't want to fall back into drinking, get away from those people who are doing those things. Because if you've done those things and you're around people enough, hey, you're going to be tempted by it. But let us walk honestly as in the day, rotten, riot, and drunkenness, not chambering, wantonness. First, chambering, wantonness, that's what the world chambering. Think about chamber. Think about chamber. What goes on in a chamber? That is sin. Wantonness. The wantonness, if you look it up, it's basically licentiousness. That's not something that we want to be around. I don't want to be around. We don't want to be around anyone who's doing that. And not strife and envying. And this is something that probably a little bit more applicable to Christians because there's a lot of strife and envying that goes on in churches and among Christians. We got to work on that. We got to keep being stronger. Now, in James chapter 3, verse 14, James, if you go to James, turn your Bibles to James 3:14. James 3:14. And it says in James 3:14, it says, but if you have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not. But if you have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not, and lie not against the truth. So we ought not want to envy anybody. We don't want to envy anybody. Anything that anyone has, anything that anyone possesses, any tribute that somebody has, any position that someone's in their life. I mean, everything we have anyways, it's just dust. We're going to lose it. It's going to be all gone. The moment we die, God can take away anything we have in 1 second. And we ought not to envy what other people have. Their possessions, their car, their church, whatever. Maybe your church has 100 people that are not to envy that. God's given us this. With God, we just be happy and rejoice in what we have. You know what I mean? And we ought not to do envy anybody. Someone might have went out yesterday and got a bunch of people saved giving the gospel. We didn't get anybody saved. That's okay. Hey, good. Thank God they did that. God, they're not so big. The power's not them. The power's in God. It's God who did it. It's God who gets the glory. So we ought not to envy or have strife for contention. We got to forgive one another as quick as possible, no matter what they do to us, no matter how hard they give us, how hard time they've done to us, or whatever they've done wrong. God forgive us, forgive them, forgive your brother and sister. Show them if you forgive your brother and sister, even though they probably wronged you, they will see that, and you're showing them how to be a Christian. That's the greatest thing in the world, and that's the forgiveness is, I will have mercy and not sacrifice. I mean, God, there's something greater than giving mercy, showing someone mercy. That's you're showing them the love of God when you do that. Now, of course, just to finish things up, it says in Romans 3:13-14, it says, but put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ. But put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ. Think about that. Put on the Lord Jesus Christ. That's good, like you get out and running, you put on your clothes, right? Put on Jesus Christ and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. In Galatians 3:27 it says, for as many of you as have been baptized into Christ have put on Christ. When we get baptized in Christ, we're saved, we put on Christ. Let's remember to put him on every day. I mean, he's in us. The Lord Jesus, the Holy Ghost, is in us. Let's remember to put him on. Focus on him. Pray. Read the Bible. Go out, give someone the gospel. Go to church. Listen to good preaching. Put on the Lord Jesus Christ. When you're putting on the Lord Jesus Christ, you're making that provision to the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. When you're putting them on, you're forgetting the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. We don't need those things. But that's not going to give us pleasure. The pleasure is putting Jesus on and be more like Him and be more like our Savior, the one we love, the one who did everything for us. trying to be like him and have his light shine through us. The Holy Ghost that lives within us.